Hey guys, I'm gonna do my usual, wait 5 minutes, wait 2 minutes. So if you're watching this recording, just fast forward if you can. We're gonna wait for some people to get on. I've got lots of notes. I hope it isn't too squirrely today because my notes are kind of just like fragmented and all over the place, but I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. And when you're here, just comment and let me know you're here. I'm on my laptop so I can see that. So hopefully my internet's working okay. It's been really crappy lately. Hey, Erin, how are you today? I'm hey, Joanne, what's going on, girl? I know I keep saying this every time I get on, but I'm so proud of you guys. I mean, what a killer month. It was absolutely amazing. I know I shouted out to a lot of you earlier, and we'll be doing promotions, shout outs in about 8 days, 7 days maybe when commissions run. Hey, Felicia. Hey, Barbara. Ooh, we're getting quick. Usually it takes a while for everybody to see that we're on. So if you have teammates that you think might be available right now, go tag them, invite them to this video. Hey, Megan. Hey, Lily Beth. What's going on, guys? Hey, Michelle. Hold on one second. I'm going to go get some water before I start because I've got a lot to talk about. So hold on one second, guys. All right. So let's wait. We're going to wait for about maybe another 30 seconds. That way we can get some people. So if you do have teammates that you think will be on right now, invite them to this, tag them. I don't know if you can tag them, but I know you can invite them. And we'll get started. Please, if you guys ever have any questions or you have anything that you want to add, because there's plenty of people here that know what the heck they're doing and have built great businesses, and we need to hear from you, which I do hope to start doing here in the near future, is getting some of our star consultants and above on so that we can hear their brilliant ideas, because these aren't my ideas. I've gotten these ideas from other people 99.9% of the times, and other people have great ideas, so I think that other people should be sharing them. So is that my husband? Oh, I thought my husband was home. I was like, oh, he's home early. All right, so who wants to hear how to book more parties and how to recruit more teammates? Everybody. I mean, who doesn't want to recruit more? Even those who recruit high volume want to recruit more. So I've got tons of ideas. Oh, and did you guys see the new moose? Isn't it the cutest? The moose just got released. And if you haven't seen him, I forget what his name is. Marley or I almost said barley. Definitely not barley. That's dumb. But he's really cute. He has these little red and black plaid, like flannel, I think they are, like little arms and stuff. So he's really cute. So you guys should go see him. Okay, here we go. Get your pen and paper out. So, and some of you guys have heard me do this before. So, I mean, if you want to do it, you can. And if you don't, you don't have to. But I want you guys to take a piece of paper and set it aside. But before you set it aside, write on it. I'm not good at, and it could be recruiting. It could be, I'm not good at talking to people. I'm not, I'm shy. I'm not good at booking parties, whatever. Just write that down, set it aside. Let's talk first about goals. What do we have to do? Here are the 3 things you have to do for goals. So before we can even do any of this, we have to have a goal. Guys, I don't care if your goal is to book 1 party a month because you need $100 a month. That is a goal. You are a member of this team and you're important. You don't have to sell thousands or millions or billions or recruit a trillion. Now, if you tell me you want to be a director or you want to make full-time income, yes, you do have to sell 2,000 and recruit 2 or more a month. But if you're here, a lot of people are here to make 100, 300, 400, 600 a month. And here's what we all have to do. We all have to come up with a goal. So those of you that don't want to build a team, you want to make $125 a month and that's all you want, then you're going to want to book 1 to 3 parties a month. And because we all know that one might cancel, and you're going to want to do an average party. So you're going to want to get really good at hostess coaching. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Train yourself. Become an expert on hostess coaching and how to improve your parties. So then you can have 1 to 2 parties a month that might, do 500 to 700. You get your $125 to $200 a month, and you're good, right? Totally cool. You've hit your goal, but you got to come up with your goal first. So whatever your goal is, come up with it. Next, and what I want you to do is right now, write it down. It's got to be a realistic but high goal, high enough to scare you, and within a timeline. So for instance, if you want to be a director, maybe you're a star consultant right now, and you want to be a director in the next 1 to 6 months. It needs to be a timeline. You need to have time frame, right? So write down your goal. When you write down your goal, put it somewhere you see it every day, on the mirror, where you brush your teeth, on your laptop, by your desk. If most of you work full-time, put it at your desk. The other thing to do is to hold yourself accountable. Besides writing it down, tell people about your goal. Tell your team, tell your husband, tell your wife, tell your cousins, tell your mom, your dad, your sisters, your brothers, your friends. Tell people your goal. I know it's scary. I know you don't want to let people down. I know you don't want to let yourself down. But if you don't hold yourself accountable, you're going to keep going for goals and not hitting them because you're not really held accountable, right? If you tell people, you're definitely held accountable because more people know it's out in the universe, right? Number 3, break it down into chunks. How do we do that? Okay, well, first, you want to sell $2,000 a month. Let's go with that goal next. You know that you want to be a director in the next 6 months. You want to sell $2,000 a month. You want to recruit 2 to 4 people a month. How do you do it? Well, I'm going to tell you how later, but I'm going to tell you how to break it down into chunks now. So my average party is usually between $500 to $700. If it's a home party, between $700 to $1,000. I know that about myself, so I might need to have less parties to hit my goal. For instance, my goal this month is $5,000 in sales. When I break that down, I know that I need to host at least 15 to 20 parties this month, or like for instance, I know one of my events usually pulls in $1,000, but I don't count on that, guys. I make my goals every month in the last week of the month for the next 2 weeks, that first 2 weeks of the month, so that by the 15th, for instance, this month, by the 15th, I want 3,000 in PRVN and at least 2 recruits because my goal is to recruit at least 5 people this month on top of my 5,000. Now, as crazy as that may sound, it's not that hard once you start doing it. If you're really working your business strong, these goals are not hard. It's just being consistent every day about what you want and going for it and not getting discouraged. So speaking of discouraged, okay, so again, going over those. Number 1, come up with your goal. Number 2, write it down, tell somebody, hold yourself accountable. Number 3, break it down into small chunks so that you know how to go about your goal easier than just looking at the big picture, right? So if it's 4,000 in PRV, 1,000 each week, or you know what I mean? Okay, so what are we gonna do the next 2 months? Well, let's just do it this month. Let's start with this month. So we're going for 100 no's. What does that look like? Well, that looks like if you work Monday through Friday, your Scentsy business, or you at least work 5 days a week, which we all should be doing if we want to make 300 or more a month, then you should be contacting 5 people for those no's. First things first, everybody always asks, how do I meet that many people? How do I know that? How do I find that many people? Well, lucky for us, we live in one of the most highly populated countries in the world. Lucky for us, we have a worldwide internet that we can meet people on as well. Lucky for us, people are turning 18 and turning consumers every single day. You're never going to run out of people unless we have like the plague or something. You're never going to run out of people, guys. So how do you do that? Okay, so 100 no's. This is what it looks like. I have a customer base built now that I usually do about 10 to 15 follow-ups a day. So I integrate that into my follow-ups. If you haven't built a customer base, maybe you've built a customer base that you know you can recruit or follow up with at least 2 to 5 people, because remember, follow-ups are the second most important behind prospecting, which is what we're talking about today. Follow-ups are the second most important thing you can do for your business. If you're not doing follow-ups every day, you're not going to grow your business. You're going to grow it, maybe, just not as good as you could. And it's easy to do. Just got to get past that fear of calling people, texting people, however you feel comfortable. So follow-ups, my events. So even if I have a crappy event, say I pay $20, I go to my local church, I didn't have a lot of space, I don't bring a lot of inventory, maybe I'm new and I don't have any inventory. You don't focus on sales at events. That was my big problem for so many years. I was so focused on events, and it's really hard to get out of that. But events are there so you can meet people. If there's no people, guess what? There's usually 20 to 50 vendors there. You're meeting friends through vendors then. And always get there early, or stay, I wouldn't say stay late, always get there early so you can always make friends with vendors, because I'm telling you what, guys, when they see how much Scentsy sells, they're always wanting to join your team. And if they're not, they're going to be your best hostesses. They know how to host parties a lot of times. So, and online. I meet people online all the time. It's really easy to meet people online. You're just making friends with them, right? So let me go back to that. Here are some other ways that you can meet people. I've come up with this list because I just moved last summer and I didn't know anybody. So 6 months before I moved, I joined, some meetup groups through the app Meetup. I went online to Nextdoor apps. I went online to Facebook to look for any neighborhood groups, which I found. And I started to just meet people, talk to people, ask them questions, add them as friends, whatever. That was my first step. So here's about 15 ideas for you to get out and meet people. Now, here's the thing. You're either going to live in fear and not do these things and not succeed at this business, or you're going to step outside of your box and do these things and make your business a success. It's totally up to you. I cannot make you do it. I can't make you have a successful business. But what I can do is tell you how I've done it, because I know it works. So take a hike. Go outside, take a hike, join a workout group, join a gym. There's so many things outside to do, especially this time of year. Hiking is beautiful. Get out and meet people. Get involved with activities. If working out isn't your thing, or you've got a health condition and you can't, go out and join a crafting group. Or there's so many of these pop-up businesses now that do wood crafting. You can go in, and if you enjoy it, you're going to be there having fun, and you're going to meet other people that you will relate to that enjoy the same things, right? Crocheting groups. There's all kind of groups. Where do we find these groups? Ask on Facebook, Meetup. You can join different groups there. Book clubs. If you guys like to read, you can join a book club. You can even join book clubs online if you don't feel like going out into the public and meeting people. You can join some of these clubs online. Volunteer. If you're somebody who likes to give your time, go out and volunteer. This time of year, there are so many opportunities to volunteer with the Salvation Army, the Goodwill, the list goes on and on. Give more than you take. Why not volunteer? I always volunteer. I try to volunteer my time somehow. My workout group, we actually are a volunteer group on the side. And I'm always, trying to, if I can't give my time, I'm giving my money somehow towards these, because it's a great way to help others, and you feel good when you help others. Talk to your neighbors. Dude, I know some of you out there don't even know your neighbors. Guess what? You're sitting there, I don't know anybody. Have you talked to your neighbors when you see them? Do you say hi? If you have kids at the park, are you just sitting there on your phone, or are you talking to the other moms? Easy. Strike up conversations. Small talk, guys. I know some people say, I'm not good at small talk. I hate small talk. I'm not going to do it. Okay, then don't succeed. I don't care. I do care. You guys know me better than that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if I can't make you do it. So it's up to you. Go out and strike up conversations with people. Meet people. Then, you know, tell them, let's look each other up on Facebook. Let's get together. You know, let's have some coffee. Let's have a drink. Let's go to lunch. Whatever. Don't be afraid. Go out and walk your dog. Go to the dog park if you don't have kids. That's a great way to meet people. You already know they love dogs. They've got some of their own. You've got something to talk about right there. Use Facebook. Use social media. You know, and some of you know that's my big thing. I've recruited a lot on social media, and if you haven't seen any of my videos on YouTube, look them up because there's some great videos that kind of give you ideas on how to meet people online. Host a party at your house. Maybe it's a Scentsy open house party. Maybe it's a multi-vendor event that you invite some of your vendor friends and you guys each invite 50 people and they come and shop. Maybe you have a crocheting party at your house. It doesn't have to be Scentsy, but tell everybody if they bring a friend, their friend is going to get a free gift. We'll give them Scentsy as their gift. Join business associations, chamber of commerces, things like that. If you love to network with people, start your own networking group. Go to craft shows and events, not as a vendor, but just as a customer, and go meet other vendors, go talk to people. Festivals, wine festivals are great this time of year. Just don't get too wasted that you forget who you talk to. At least put it in your notes in your phone. Let's see. Oh, ask friends. So ask friends, you know, like, when I moved here, I knew that this lady really knew a lot of people, and I was like, can you introduce me to some people? I don't know anybody. She introduced me to so many people in this area. Do you guys know, like, she introduced me to 10 people. Those 10 people have helped me get events. They've helped me book parties. I mean, it's crazy. Toastmasters. So if you're shy and you kind of don't know how to talk to people, or you don't know and you're scared to talk to people in public or whatever, go to a Toastmasters. Toastmasters is where they teach you and you get up and speak in front of other people. It really helps you get past your fear, and they've got lots of tools you can use, and you can meet people that way. Go on tours. A lot of Northeast people will know what I'm saying, like the New York trips and stuff, the day trips. Go on tours to meet people. Take a friend along, but then make sure that you're not just talking to that one friend. Talk to other people. Make new friends. Join a new church. Go to seminars. Go to seminars on how to make friends, how to meet people, because you're going to meet people at those seminars. So those are some ideas that, I mean, that's just 15 right there of unlimited resources. So it's not that you can't, it's that you're not willing. It's not that there's not opportunity out there. You're letting fear hold you back. You're saying you're too busy, which I'm getting to this next. This is a great segue. So I'm reading this book, and it's called The Growth Mindset, and Heidi talked about it at Reunion, and it's written by Carol Dweck. And she talks about how when we're little, and I know I talked about this last time, but I think this is really important. So when we're little, sometimes some of us are more outspoken than others, and when we're little, the less outspoken people, they were told by their parents that, oh, she's shy, oh, she doesn't like to be around people, she's shy. You're told that your whole childhood, so you start to think you're shy. You start to think you're not good at making friends, you're not good at math, you're not this or that, and you listen to these people that have told you this in your childhood, and it becomes ingrained in your head. The truth is that doctors have found out that this is a learned behavior. You're not born shy. We're all born the same. So what you guys have to do first is get out of that frame of mind that you're not good at math because you're a girl. You're not outgoing. You're just a shy person. Do you know how many shy people here have promoted to director and will promote further? I can't even tell you. I mean, it's dozens and dozens of our teammates that are shy that have made this business a success. Do they have to push themselves more? Yes, they do. But they're hungry for more. And I shared Jen Anderson's video with you guys last week. And in that video, Jen said something that resonated with me so much, it brought me to tears. You have to make a decision in life, whether you're going to be mediocre or whether you're going to be great. I'm not living my life mediocre. I've done it way too long. Scentsy was my opportunity to show myself and to show others that I wasn't mediocre. I wasn't going to make excuses, and I was going to go out there and bust my ass to do what I said I was going to do. Jen says that she fears more. So we all have fear, right? We fear talking to people. We fear this. We fear that. Jen fears more. I fear more. Going back to a 9-to-5 job that I absolutely hated. I fear more going back to having to go to the grocery store with $50 and having to make a $300 budget, or $300 worth of groceries fit into $50. I fear more going back to living my life like that than I fear asking someone to join my team. Does that make sense to you guys? And some of you heard her say that, but you may fear making small talk. You may fear talking to people. You may fear asking that person that you thought would be great at this all along. You might fear asking them. But let me ask you, my friends, do you fear more living the life that you're living now, paycheck to paycheck? Do you fear more not having the money for your kids to go to college? Do you fear more losing out on that free Mediterranean cruise that we're all working on? I do. I fear more those things than I fear me working towards my goals and stepping outside my box. So I need you to really think about that. And it's almost bringing me to tears now, because so many people here have potential for greatness, whether you're shy, whether you're outgoing, whether you have succeeded or not succeeded in your life, whether you have graduated high school or not, whether you're black, brown, blue, purple, silver. It makes me nauseous to my stomach that some of you will quit. It makes me nauseous to my stomach that some of you have big dreams and you're not willing to step outside the box and you're willing to make excuses. You know why? Because I think all of you can do it. I see so many of you not living up to your potential. Guys, we have to. We can't be mediocre anymore. So I guess what I want to get across here is, whatever time you have, I know we're all busy. We're all busy, whether we work full time, we don't, we have kids, we don't. You need to go for 100 no's this month. And here's an example of what you can say to people. It kind of is like my one-liner. So here's my 2 one-liners. And I share these with you all the time, but I believe in them. Number 1, my one-liner for asking people to join is, girl, you would be so good at this. And I don't care if they're my best customer. I don't care if they're my best hostess. I don't care if they're my next door neighbor. I'm trying to recruit, because I have learned that they're not going to take away my sales. It's only going to make things better. So my one-liner is, I will message them or say to them, you'd be so good at this. Have you ever thought about doing this? And okay, maybe some say no, maybe some say yes, I don't want to, maybe some. But you will also have a small minority say, I have thought about it, but here's my objections. Okay, well, your objections, when you handle objections, always tell them, I totally understand. I get it. I felt the same way. When I have people tell me I don't have the money, dude, I felt the same way. We were broke as a joke. Did not have money. But guess what? Here's what I found. I sold my stuff on a yard sale site, and I came up with that money, and I never looked back because I didn't want to be in that situation ever again. Scentsy has been amazing for me, and it could be amazing for you. So my next one-liner is simply messaging people, calling people, texting people, no emails, please. They're just not personal. And saying, hey, listen, I've been challenged to go for 100 no's. Or maybe you don't even want to say that. Maybe you just want to come out and say, I've been challenged to hit this goal, and here's ways that you can help. You can order from me, you can host a party, or you can send somebody to join my team. If you refer them and they join my team, I'll give you a gift. Something along the lines of that. Well, we all know a lot of times people say, I'm actually interested, I've been thinking about it. Guys, pay attention. All these people that like your posts, you need to be messaging them right now using that one-liner or saying, girl, I see you liking my post. I really appreciate you supporting my business, and I really think you'd be great at this. Have you ever thought about it? This is the time to join. There's always a good time to join, and I went over that last week too. This is a good time to join because of the holidays. After the holidays is a good time to join because you want to pay off debt. In the spring, it's a good time to join because we have a new catalog. In the summer, it's a good time to join because we have another incentive going on. There's always a good time to join. And guess what? The best time to join is for that person. So for all of you sitting there saying, well, there's not a join special this month, or it's not a $49 join special. First of all, you shouldn't be trying to get more people on a $49 join special. We should all be recruiting people to get the $99 kit, even on $49 join specials. If money's an issue, suggest to them selling stuff on a yard sale site, going to clean a house, babysitting, doing something like that to get the money, and never look back again. So some of you who wrote down what their fears are, what they don't think they're good at, or give me some ideas here for those of you guys that are here. Give me some ideas what you wrote down. You're not good at recruiting. You're not good at booking parties. What, kind of give me some ideas. I wish I could see you guys. I really should do this on Zoom because I like seeing you guys and getting feedback. I hate being the only one talking because I can't hear you. So give me some ideas on comments and give me a minute because sometimes they come through a little late, but tell me what your fear is, or tell me what you think you're not good at, or if you do have a question about anything we went over, let me know because I'm here. I mean, this is your time to ask. I don't mind at all, and no question is a dumb question. The only dumb question is the one that's not asked. Really. I think I went over all my notes. So let's see. I still didn't see anybody comment, so I don't know if that's because you didn't comment. Oh, okay. Here they all come. Reaching out beyond my circle of family and friends. So are you saying that you're not good at that, or are you saying that you fear that? Transition conversations to joining, not good at getting parties. Okay, totally. I mean, these are all, you know, like legit. Not good at closing recruits. I gotcha. All right, guys. So what I want you to do is take that paper or whatever you wrote on, and I want you to crumble it up and throw it away. You weren't expecting that, were you? Here's why. So these are excuses you're making up in your head as to why you can't do things. And don't get mad at me for saying that. I'm just being brutally honest because I've been through it. We all say, oh, I've talked to everybody, or I'm not good at recruiting, or I'm not good at booking parties. But the truth of the matter is what separates you between somebody that does keep moving on is, number one, they've gotten rid of excuses and fear. They've thrown them away. They're done with it. They want to make changes. And number two, they go out and they meet new people. So if you're done with your circle of friends and you just keep repeating that, then guess what that means? You need to meet new people. 80 to 90% of our people here work full-time, have kiddos, have busy lives, right? Let me give you an example. Lindsay Lucius works a full-time job in the city, which means she is on the road in traffic. So she has a full-time job and she's in traffic. She has 3 children. 2 of them are small children. 1 is in high school. Or no, is she in high school yet? Yeah, she's in high school. So Lindsay her husband lost his job, and I hope I can say that, but I mean, gosh, I'm like, oh, but anyways, we got laid off. It's not like he got fired or anything. But Lindsay could have found every excuse in the book, but guess what she did? She went and sold $3,000 and recruited some people last month, and she hit star director, second level from the top. Stacy, same thing. Like all of you guys that have been making these promotions the last few months, you all have busy lives. You have small children, you have full-time jobs. Some of you guys have sick husbands. You know, Barbara came to me 2 months ago. Gosh, Barbara, when was it? August, maybe? The end of August? Or maybe it's the end of July. Geez, you'll have to remind me. Barbara came to me. First of all, I met Barbara. Number one, I'm not a big YouTube person. Barbara found me on YouTube somehow. She said, I used to sell. I want to come back under you. Great. Barbara, you know, went gung-ho for a while, and then she got really discouraged. She let the nose get to her. But Barbara went through some things, some really hard things. And she came to me and she said, I need to make this business work. I wanted to be a nurse, and I was a nurse, and I did it for the money. But going fast forward later in life, I don't want to miss my kids growing up, and nursing is stressful. My feet hurt. I can't do it anymore. It's long hours. What do I have to do to make this work? And I said, Barbara, you have to sell 2,000 or more, and you have to recruit 2 to 4 people or more a month. And here's how you do it. She listened to all these videos. She read books. She said, that's it. I'm doing it. Barbara grew in 2.5 months a team of now 12, I believe today she's sitting at. She hit star and superstar consultant last month. She's going for director. She's been around for a while. But Barbara came to that point where she was like, F this, I've had enough. I'm doing it. That is where you need to be in your head. Are you in your head, F this, I've had enough, I'm going for it? Are you going to always hit your goals? Hell no, who always hits our goals? We all fail. But what sets you aside from somebody else that's a superstar director or whoever you look up to is because they got up, they brushed themselves off, and that next month they hit that goal. They told everybody they were going to do it, and they didn't let themselves down or those people down. You know, when I see people up so here's an example. Christy, it says Beno or Benno on Facebook. Christy and Stephanie Ingram, they were on with us on Zoom the other night, and they were trying to hit a goal, and they literally sat there the whole time. We're just collecting orders and on their computer, and I'm like, wow. And I know some of you were doing that weren't on the Zoom call. I'm just using this as an example. They wanted to hit superstar consultant, and they were going to do everything it took, and they were sitting there collecting orders. And I knew they wanted it because I saw them going for it. They weren't saying, oh, well, if it happens, it happens. They were saying, hell no, I'm making it happen. Stephanie Ingram is a full-time, she's in the Coast Guard full-time. She has children. Her husband's, I believe he's deployed right now. And the other night, she was $1,300 away from promoting. She wasn't sitting there saying, oh, my team, they've got to, you know, I'm just waiting on them to put in orders. She said, hell no, I'm going in 2 hours. She got $1,300 worth of orders and hit superstar consultant. She had to be at work early in the morning, and that's Coast Guard work. That's like early. That girl was up hustling. That's what I'm talking about. And there's so many of you guys who are doing that now, and I'm so proud of you. And for those of you that are sitting there, man, I wish that could be me. It can be you. It can. I have every bit of faith. And if you cannot say that one person doesn't believe in you, because I am that one person. So let go of the fears, let go of the excuses. Let's do this, right? Let's do this. Let's grow this month. Go for 100 no's. Write down every day, 5 people, 5 times a day. You're going to bring up joining. Those friends that buy from you and those hostesses and those friends who you think would be amazing, let go of the fear and go tell them they'd be great at this and ask them if they've ever thought about joining. Barbara says, I'm already up to 5 no's. Keep going, girl. Is that what you meant? You said I'm up to 5 no's. Keep going then. That's what I do. So now Barbara has become good at, doing this. So now we push ourselves to do more, right? Let's go for, 200 no's this month. I want to recruit double. And you guys will find the more you do this, these two things, prospecting, following up. Prospecting means meeting new people. My dog is snoring up a storm in there. Following up means following up with your customers and your recruits. Those two things, if you become experts at them, that's how you recruit and that's how you book parties. But it's up to you. I can't do it for you. I can only cheer you on and I can only give you the tools. But you've got to get in there and put that grease on them tools and crank that engine, man. Because remember the old days, like, I don't know if you guys knew this, but when cars started out, you had to crank them to start. I want you to crank that engine every single day. Act like you have an old car. You know what I told somebody the other day? She said, I'm really in a rut, and she's one of our leaders. She's an amazing consultant. She said, I'm really in a rut. I don't know what to do. My team just doesn't want it like I do. You know what I said to her? Go find a new team. And I know that sounds really off, but I said, act like you're a certified consultant and you want to become a director in 6 months. So some of you, if you just feel like you need a reboot, act like you're just starting out again and you're trying to hit certified lead star. Go through all the motions. Hit your goals like you're trying to. She's here. I see she's here. Hit your goals like you're trying to go to sensational start since level 2 or 3 again. If you didn't hit it, then in your head, hit it. You don't have to have Sensi telling you on your workstation. Let's see what you guys got for me. Stephanie, who is amazing and just hit Star Consultant last month. Congratulations, girlfriend. She says, I have the parties and I do great on my own PRV. Going to keep asking for people to join my team. I want this and work this business every day when I should be doing other work. Well, girl, it shows though. Like, you're having 2,000 plus months. You have built a team. You just joined not too long ago. You should be proud of yourself. All right. Any questions? Any concerns? Anything? I'm here. I want to help you. So I know some of you are going for great big goals. We have some people going for director this month. We have some people going for star consultant and superstar consultant. Some people that are going to double promote from star to director. Big month, guys. And here's what I want you to remember. These titles that you're hitting, you want to consistently hit them after. Guess what? Sometimes we don't. But we don't give up. We work months. I'm going to give you guys an example, and then I'm going to go if there's no questions. So 4 months into my Sensi career, it was November. I sold over $6,000 on my own hustle. I don't know how, but I wanted to hit director. But I had a team, which most did not care. And it was a small team. I think we were like 15. And I'm up till 3 in the morning. I hustled, I think that day, 2,000 in orders myself. Stephanie said to me, all right, let's calculate this. We don't want to get it wrong. Long story short, we woke up the next morning and we got our calculations wrong. The system was slow, like it is a lot, and it wasn't updating. I missed director by $47. Okay? I had already had people congratulating me. I threw it out to the world. I thought for sure I did it. No, I didn't. It was November. I knew that I had a few months until I could rebuild my team and hit those numbers again. I had 2 choices. I could give up, and don't get me wrong, I cried that whole morning, but I could either give up or I could go at it again. So I said, I'm going to recruit, I'm going to double my team, and I'm going to build my customer base like no other. And mind you, I was in a small town with lots of consultants. That didn't matter. Guess what? That next spring, I built my team enough that I could consistently hit numbers for that next few months. We became director and happily ever after, right? But I've definitely failed at my goals. And I want you guys to know that. I want to keep it real always. So just remember, you're not going to always hit your goals, but you got to get up and you got to try again. And you got to keep trying, keep trying. So whatever you're at this fall, like if you promote this month, you're going to want to say you went director and you have 20 on your team. Then if you want to hit your numbers in the spring, you want to double, maybe even triple your team size. How do you do that? Well, bulk of the recruiting you can do yourself until you get people that really want it as bad as you. Guys, until I hit 50 to 75 in my group, I didn't really have a ton of people that wanted it. It's natural for 1 out of 3 people to really want it. It's natural for people to fizzle out. You've just got to create a friendship with them if you can. You've got to cheer them on, but it's up to them. Somebody, and I know I keep going on, I'm sorry guys, but somebody told me a couple weeks ago, I said, you know, as a leader, like I was always told to teach people how to be independent, to search for their own answers and then come to me with questions. Is that right or wrong? And she said, look at it like this. When we get a recruit in this business, a lot of times we pamper them more than we would our own children. She said, when your son is struggling with his homework, do you just go over there and do his homework for him? And I'm like, hell no, I'm not that mom. I would never do that. That's not going to help him. She said, then why would you be doing that for your new teammates? You're there to cheer them on, to inspire them, to help them know that they can do it, to give them places where to find their answer. But we are not here to hold people's hands, to spend, you know, hours or even an hour a day with them. We're not here to make them do anything, to micromanage them. This is a business. They are independent consultants. We do not baby our own children, most of us, and we would never ever think about going over and figuring that 2 + 2 and telling them it's 4. We would help them with solutions on how to get there, but we would never give them the answer straight out. So why are we doing this with our business? These people are going to be better consultants and leaders if we teach them how to be independent. I promise you. I know it seems mean. Sometimes you probably see me on the page like telling somebody, oh, here's where to find it, or here's a video to help, or here's this, or here's that. I've learned the hard way, guys. Trust me. Our job is to be friends, mentors, inspire them. That is what we're here for, to show them where to find the answer. Scentsy has amazing training. The training is basically covered, right? Okay, before I go, last month was the first time I hit director in 3 months in a row and promoted my first director. This is Karen. But I have a really hard time recruiting. I always feel like I'm bothering people. And that's the truth, right? So when we get out of that frame of mind that we're bothering people and we get into the frame of mind that we're helping people and we're offering them a great opportunity, that's when it gets easier. Karen, congratulations. You know I'm excited for you. I think that what you've done is amazing. And I don't know. I know this is hard. It's not, sometimes it can be like the most rewarding thing and so easy. And sometimes we all fall back. And that's what I've told Karen before, like, I don't know many people that went director and then hit it from then on. Sometimes you have to build your business for a few months before. Sometimes it takes people a while to get things. It's not, there's no right or wrong. As long as you're striving for your best and you're doing it, there's no right or wrong to this business. Christina, you're welcome. I never feel like I help you guys when I come on here, and then I'll have like one of you be like, thank you. And I'm like, dude, I want to feel value. And some people say, well, you shouldn't put your value in others, but I do put my value in you guys, because if I'm not sharing with you guys and I'm not cheering you on, to me, in my business, I'm worthless. I could hit superstar director. I could have any title in the world. I could make my, first $10,000, $100,000 paycheck in a month, and it doesn't matter to me. If you guys aren't getting it and you're not feeling inspired by me or someone on this team or someone on YouTube, if you're not feeling connected, please come to our Tuesday meetings every Tuesday at 9:15. If you don't want to be seen, turn your camera off and just listen. Feel like you're part of a community. Come to our events. Meet me. Meet others. I love 4 of our star consultants last month band together because they're going for some big promotions this fall. They band together on their own and formed a group, and they're like cheering each other on the sidelines. And I love that. We're a family. That's what we do. They're not even on the same leg. None of them. or yeah, two of them are, but they're not, they're like, you know, sidelines. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but they're not like downline of each other or anything. They're not making money off of each other. They're simply just cheering each other on. If we have accountability partners in this business and we become friends with people on our team, people they want to stick around then, even through the hard times, because they don't want to let you down. They don't want to let themselves down. It's an amazing feeling, guys, and I'm really proud of you. We have some men and women on this team that I'm in awe of every day. So I don't see any other questions. I'm gonna let you go. I'm in the process of revamping some stuff. I know some of you have asked me about fundraising, and I have a fundraising video. It's okay. I mean, it goes over all the basics at least, but I'm trying to revamp this stuff. To be honest with you, like, I'm just so busy, like, helping you guys get to your goals and then my own goals that I just don't have time to work on YouTube, and I need to sit down and just really work on it. So I apologize for anyone that was waiting on that messaged me and asked for it, but let's do this, guys. Seriously. Let's do this. So give me a thumbs up if you are ready to rock your business this month, next month, and for the next 6 months, for the next year. Give me a thumbs up if you want to go on this cruise. We're only halfway there. This cruise is still in your grasp. Some of you guys, like, seriously, you're probably looking at your points being like, oh, I only have 5,000 or 7,000 or 10,000. You still have it in grasp. So get to work, because I want to go on this cruise with you guys. I don't want to be sitting there looking at my husband like, I wish our team was here. I need you guys there. That's what I thrive on. I need you guys there. So please, this is the time. Reunion and other things is so hard. I see you, here in passing. Cruise, that is our time to connect, have tea together, have lunch, work out, do whatever. That's our time. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. I hope you have a fabulous day, and happy late Halloween, by the way.